Kirby looking a little bit on the dull side, and this is a video for you. Don't forget, if you're using the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we're going to be addressing my Kirby G4. Now, if you've got a Kirby Avalir, a Kirby Centria, or even a vintage Kirby, over time that Kirby is going to start to discolour. The aluminium is going to start to dull down, whether you stored it in a damp room, whether you stored it in a garage, or even your own home, and it's going to be the moisture from damp conditions, or you've got a dog like me that tends to drip and drool all the water over it. It's going to start to discolour it and it's going to lose that shine. So today I'm going to be jumping in and showing you how to get that Kirby back looking brand spanking new with that beautiful shine that it came with, and so it stands out in your house when people walk through that door. Let's jump straight into it. Right, so before we start, there's a few things you're going to need. So you're going to want a microfiber cloth, maybe some silvo depending how bad your Kirby is, some very fine steel wool, and some aluminium polish. I like to use Mother's. You can use Auto Sol as well. Also works really well, but I find Mother's is probably the preferred brand by most Kirby owners. So let's jump in and have a look at the state of this Kirby. So here's my Kirby G4. Had this from new since 1994. You can see it's very dusty. And this is my main daily driver. It's a fair bit of use over the last 12 months. Been neglected, hasn't been cleaned because we're in a rental. But there are some other issues I've got with this. It does need a real good service, but might as well just get it polished up for now. So I'll just show you in comparison. So you can see it's not very shiny, no reflection. And then this is the head off my G3 that's been in storage. So that is as new as the day it came, basically. Full polished by hand as well, so you don't need a buffer. If you want to link to a buffer to do it with a buffing machine, there will be a link down in the description below, and I have got a buffer for when I'm refurbishing other Kirbys, but most people want to do it by hand, and it's pretty simple to do. So my first bit of advice is get a bit of cardboard or newspaper, either on the carpet or on a table. So we've got the Avalir, the Kirby Legend, early G series, it all works the same. The aluminium is a lot easier to polish on the early Kirbys. It's got a higher grade quality aluminium on those machines. As we progress to the newer ones, we've got less quality aluminium, so it does deteriorate over time, so you do need to polish them a little more regular than you do the older machines. But first you want to do is just remove your head. So remove pulley head, and we're just going to remove the bumper off this. Take the brush roll out just to make it easy to clean, because you don't want to get any polish over the bumper or the trim. You can see it does need a bit of a service, so we've got a few hairs around here, but I'll be doing this at a later date, but I will remove these hairs while I'm in there just for today. And then we're going to be polishing the lid all here, so we'll remove this and then we'll polish the front as well. So up until the G series, so the G3 up to the G4 all had Phillips screws. So you'll be removing these two screws here, which are countersunk. On the rear you should have a Phillips screw here. I've got a Torx screw there, and then you'll have two Phillips screws or Torx screws beneath this. Once you've released this screw here, just get a screw right in there just to release this trim. That way we can remove this and get it all polished up. So if you've got any hairs wrapped around your spindle, the best way to remove those is with a craft knife. So you're just going to slice through those, keep things out of the way, and that just makes that easier to remove. That way then that's not going to be rubbing on your belt and damaging your belt. And now we'll start removing the outer casing. Okay, so the brush roll I have left, so you can see the state it does end up with. If you've got a partner with long hair or a dog with long hair, you're going to get hair wrapped around here. So just remove the belt. The belt, there's no damage to the belt. You can either use one of these or a craft knife. So if you've got a craft knife, you can use a craft knife, or you can use one of these. I got this from a cordless, so you can use that just to cut through those hairs. Or if you haven't got one of those, get a craft knife. Don't push too hard. You're literally just cutting through those hairs. Try not to slice your fingers. Lock your craft knife and just lightly go across there, and your craft knife should cut through there. That way then, you just remove all the hairs off your brush roll. Okay, we can see all that was wrapped around the brush roll. Now brush roll's removed, we're just going to remove our bumper. Now you can either wash this in the sink, let's give it a bang out, now we've got that out, we're just going to give this a wipe inside with anti-bac wipe, and then I'll wipe it on the outside as well to remove any dirt and debris that's on there before we polish it up. And we're going to do this with all the other parts. Once you've cleaned the outside, just going to clean the inside. And you just want to dry that off with some paper towel so it's not wet or moist when you polish it up. So I'm not sure how good you can see this on camera, but I've got a few corrosion spots here where the dog has dripped to water. I just prefer to use Silvo to get rid of the majority, and then we'll clean it up and then give it a polish with some others. Now to polish with the mothers, so you can just use the very finest wire wool. We've still got corrosion there, that this will remove it, and mothers works great, same as auto gleam. You don't need loads, and that will probably do all of this. Right, so we're just going to refit all the trim, the brush roll, and then we'll give it a final polish when it's all assembled back together. So you can give it a final go over if you want with a rag just to remove any marks, but you can see it's pretty simple to get your Kirby looking reasonably new or back to that shine that you originally had, and it's a simple process as I've shown in the video. So here we have a Kirby from 1994 back to its original shine. Don't forget, every key to the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those household and Kirby products to keep that Kirby running efficiently and looking spick and span. Right, so enjoy the video, and as you can see, it's really easy to keep your Kirby looking spotless, getting it back to its original condition. Really simple to do, whether you've got the Kirby Avalir, the Avalir Platinum, if you've got it in sort of moisture or damp conditions over time, or if you've got a dog dribbling all over it like I have, it's going to deteriorate the aluminium, but to get it polished back up like new, you can do it by hand, and it takes around half an hour. You don't have to disassemble it if you don't want to. The reason I disassemble is I just find it a lot easier, save getting polish over those plastics. If you don't want to get polish over those plastics, you don't want to disassemble it, just put some masking tape over those plastics. Other than that, if you do get polish on there, a little bit of glass cleaner on a rag will remove any black marks of polish that are on your trim. And that's just a quick tip for those of you who have polished up and got a bit of grime on that trim. Now, if those of you looking at doing a full strip down service on your Kirby Platinum or Avalir, check out this video next. And for those of you looking to do some shampooing with that portable shampooer, check out this video next. So thanks for watching, happy cleaning, and I'll catch you in the next one.